Hi everyone. Tonight I thought it would be nice to talk a little tarot. Um, I do this occasionally with you all, and I thought tonight talking about the Eight of Cups, or in the Japri Tarot, the Eight of Tides, would be a nice way to continue our exploration of tarot in a more in-depth personal level. So in these videos, just as a refresher, we'll talk about my experience with the card, and that does not mean that it needs to be your experience or the meanings that you attach to this card. I have an interesting relationship with the Eight of Cups. Many of us have certain cards in our tarot decks that when we draw them, we kind of are like, oh, because we know that there's something big attached to the card for ourselves and that it's a significant marker point in the journey for us. I would say to you that Eight of Cups is one of the cards that really gives me pause the most and almost gives me that feeling of apprehension when I draw this card. And in fact, I rarely draw this card. It usually falls out of the deck at my feet or on the table or just happens to show up in random places. The Eight of Cups is one of those cards that I'm pretty good at trying to avoid, but it still manages to let me know it's there anyhow. My most recent interchange with this card was probably 2 weeks ago when it literally was laying on the floor in front of my altar when I came up one night. And I knew that I needed to do some meditation with the Eight of Tides, or the Eight of Cups. And it was letting me know it was a significant time in my life and the ending of significant chapters. So I found, when I read for myself or others, that the Eight of Cups is really encouraging us to stop trying to make things work because it's time to just let it end, and to journey within because things are about to change in your world. Your perspective is about to change. You're probably feeling pretty stuck, maybe even a little desperate, and probably really unhappy and stressed, maybe even distressed as well. The Eight of Tides, or the Eight of Cups, is really letting us know that it's okay for things to end. It's okay to leave something. It's okay to let something go. And I chose the Japri Tarot image for this video because I think this, first of all, this is the card that fell out for me most recently. But also, I think there is a sadness and an understanding of endings, and that it's time to take a spiritual journey and really go within. I think this image just really reflects that for us. It really is telling us that it's time to take a pause and a break and to allow ourselves to stop trying so hard to make things work. So I'm just going to let you look at the image for a sec. Oftentimes it's something that we're probably avoiding looking at. We're trying to pretend that everything is really okay in relation to this area of our life. We might even, again, be feeling a little desperate or distressed around this area, but we wouldn't let anyone know about it if we had any choice in the matter. And the Eight of Tides is always letting me know that it's time to stop pretending, to be truthful and honest, to meditate, to communicate with the ether, however we choose to look at that or call it, to talk to Kuan Yin, and to forgive myself as well as others, and understand that I'm ending a significant chapter, and that it's okay to close a book on something. The image in the Tarot of Vampires is equally as eloquent in its own way, but I think there is really something about this image because it is so solitary. It's really letting us know that we have to step into the hermit energy in a profound, impactful way for ourselves. It's time to stop hiding, and it's time to get very real. So this has been my experience with the Eight of Cups. I'm always aware when it shows up that I really haven't been nurturing or taking care of myself at all, and that I'm probably lying to myself about, again, something very significant in my life. It's always a message, again, that it's a time for solitude and quiet, and to stop being so involved in everyone else's things and pull back and just be with myself and where I am. Even now, just looking at this card, it's one that I can meditate with every night and know that there's a new lesson, a new keyword, a new experience to be found in this image. Working with this card means that I will not return the same Racine or the same healer or the same mom or woman or human. I'm going to be changed when I come back from spending time with this card. And there's something very powerful about that, but also a little sad too. And I think it's important with the cups and the element of water to not be afraid to interact with that element of sorrow and sadness and grief, but instead to allow ourselves to really feel it, to stop cutting it off. So, that's my experience with the Eight of Tides, or the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Grails, depending on the deck you're working with. Again, a deeply impactful card, one that I know is always a clarion call for me to do a lot of inner work and meditation. So let me know what you guys think of when you draw the Eight of Cups. What type of journey do you know you're embarking on when you see this card show up for you? I would love to hear your experiences and thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Much love and many blessings, guys. Take care.